Hey guys, today is going to be my TBR for the ContemporaryAthon, and sorry that I have no makeup on. Normally I don't wear much makeup because I have my glasses, but I'm filming in front of my window and it's very reflective and you couldn't see anything and it just looked silly, so I decided to take them off, and I don't feel like going to put makeup on. So you'll just have to deal with it because I don't really care. This round of the ContemporaryAthon, I can't remember the exact date. I know it's at the end of the month. And so I'm going to have all the information down below for all of the people who are running it, all of the links to Instagrams and YouTubes, and go check it out because they're doing a lot of giveaways and challenges and stuff on YouTube and on Instagram, both. I've done the ContemporaryAthon before. I've never vlogged it, which I'm going to be doing. I plan to. Like I said, it's gonna be what is going to help me to push me to read more, because like I said, that's really my desire, is to read more on this channel and just in general. So I tried to pick some pretty short books, and I only have 4 books here, but they cover mostly all the challenges. There's one that I wasn't able to find a book for, but let's just get into it. So the very first challenge is to read a 2019 release, and as you probably know, I still don't buy brand new books ever. So the only time I get brand new books is from Book of the Month, and they're all pretty long, and so I just didn't pick one for this challenge. But I mean, there's so many, obviously, 2019 releases, you can pick anything you want. So that is the first one. And then the next one is Yellow on the Cover. And this one is my longest book. Again, I don't know how many of these I'll be able to get through, but I wanted to still try to pick something for most of them. But that is Not a Drop to Drink by Minnie McGinnis. And I don't know much about this book. I just recently picked it up from Book Outlet. I do know it's about a drought and this woman who kind of lives on this property with this pond, and there's some people that try to come because, like I said, it's a drought and they need water, and so she has to defend it, and that's really all I know, but it sounds right up my alley. Next up is to read a diverse book. So they classified diverse, as anything different than your current situation. And I know I have tons of books, and I know right off of the bat a couple books that I could just pick that are diverse. But again, like I said, I tried to pick the shortest books that I have on my TBR just so I could get through as many as I could. And so it's a little bit not as diverse as I would normally just pick for that topic, but I picked The Smell of Other People's Houses by Bonnie Sue Hitchcock. And the diverseness is this book is set in Alaska, and yes, I still live in the US, and yes, Alaska is in the US, but Alaska is pretty much its own thing and completely different from where I live, and so that is what I'm choosing here. And I have a feeling, because it's a lot of different characters, that there could also be some other diversity that comes up in it, but I'll just have to see as I read it. This is also the book that I am using as to pick a book of how do they do it? A beloved member of the booktube community, the book world. And I don't have anybody specific for it, but everybody has shouted this book from the rooftops when it first came out. I know it was talked about a ton. Specifically, if I can think, I believe Chelsea talked about it. I believe, and maybe even Natasha, and I know Kayla, of course, really loves this book as well. So that is my most talked about, beloved book also. So this is my twofer here. Next up was to have an illustrated cover, and I really struggled with this. I don't have that many books that are illustrated covers, and it was funny because Chelsea in her video when she announced it, she's like, this one's I know gonna be so easy because it's such a popular thing lately. Well, I don't have any new books, and the books that I have really don't have anything. There is a couple, but again, they're really long and I wasn't gonna do that. So it's slightly illustrated, and that is How I Live Now by Meg Rossif. But all of the flowers and butterflies. To me, I'm classifying that as illustrated. It's a little bit of a stretch, but this is my shortest book, so I should be able to do it. It's only 194 pages, so I believe this and Other People's Houses, they're the shortest ones, so I should be able to finish them. I'm hoping each within like a day. I know nothing about this book. I don't remember why I bought it, but says it's 15-year-old New Yorker Daisy is sent to live in the English countryside with her cousins she's never met when England is attacked and occupied by an unnamed enemy. The cousins find themselves on their own. Power fails, systems fail. As they grow more isolated, the farm becomes a kind of Eden with no rules until the war arrives in their midst. I'm going to keep reading. So yeah, that sounds really super intriguing. This book was totally not on my radar anymore. I mean, obviously, whenever I buy a book, it's something that you're really interested in, but I just forget about them because I buy so many books at one time, especially. But so I'm actually really excited. And this, as I was just reading, that could be for diversity. It's set in England, and so that's another country. And yeah, so I'm really excited about this one now. And lastly is plants on the cover. I had so many for this, like, as you just say, plants, you know, I mean, I have tons of books with grass and trees and bushes and all kinds of stuff, but I actually ended up picking, because I feel like this is the most had like the most plants on it. I was gonna use, because also this can check that off. So like I said, I don't know if I'll get to all these, but I'm gonna try to hit all the challenges with what I can. So I might just get those, and you know. But I also picked What She Left Behind by Tracy Billen, and it has the trees on it. And this one I think is kind of like a creepy, thrillery one, maybe. It says Sarah and her mom have a plan to finally escape. Sarah's abusive father. Oh, sorry. It was written weird, but it's all one sentence. It says Sarah and her mom have a plan to finally escape Sarah's abusive father. But when her mom doesn't show up as expected, Sarah's terrified. Her father says that she's on a business trip, but Sarah knows he's lying. Her mom is missing, and her dad had something to do with it. Okay, that's all I'm going to read. So this one sounds pretty good. Of course, it's in the YA section, and so I haven't been too excited about it, but I remember being really excited now that I've read the back. I remember that synopsis, and it does sound really good. So this is my plan for the ContemporaryAthon, and I feel pretty hopeful. I'm going to start out, like I said, with these two shorter ones and then see what I can make happen with the other two, because they are a bit longer. But this doesn't feel too intimidating, really. But that sounds crazy to say. I'm pretty sure there's none of them that are on audiobook, but I can check and see if that will help me out. But yeah, I'm really excited. So let me know if you're doing ContemporaryAthon, if you've read any of these and you think I should prioritize any of them. But I'm excited to see what happens. And like I said, I will be vlogging, so check that out as when the ContemporaryAthon is over. And thanks for sticking around, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.